Good morning, everybody. Welcome, EMEA, to the 10th session of the MicroStation FireSide chats. This time we have an interesting topic to cover with an interesting guest. And now I hand over to my colleague Maria, who will guide us through the presentation and through the discussion.
Okay.
Thanks,
Hi,
Maria.
everyone, and thank you, Nanette. And welcome everybody to our 10th Fireside Chat. And these chats are for all CAD and BIM users. And today we'll show you the benefits of using CAD in the case of MicroStation and BIM in the case of OpenBuildings Designer in the same project. Without CAD, BIM would never have been possible. Two stages in the evolution of digital building process by combining the strengths of MicroStation CAD and also OpenBuildings speedikon as BIM software. Designer and engineer can create a more comprehensive and accurate digital model of the building that can improve communication, coordination, and efficiency throughout the project lifecycle. MicroStation offers a powerful and comprehensive solution for the design and construction of buildings and projects of any scales in the infrastructure sector. Today, with Ms Brigitta Fiesel, Managing Director of Cadventure, we will look back on many years of experience in the field of digitalization of design and construction and learn about the life cycle of projects. Before, a quick organizational note. We are looking forward to have an interactive session, so you will have the opportunity to ask questions in the comment section, and you are also welcome to leave a message if you want like us to contact you. We will answer your question either during the session or later if we run out of time. And the session will be recorded, so you don't need to take notes, and you can also find it in our MicroStation YouTube channel. Afterwards, we will send you some links, useful links for you. And joining us today is Brigitta Fiesel. Brigitta Fiesel, Managing Director of Cadventure in Germany. Thank you very much for taking the time to be with us, Mrs. Fiesel. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Of course, thank you very much. Yes, my name is Brigitta Fiesel. I'm the Managing Director of cadventure. I'm a graduate engineer and I have 25 years experience with CAD and BIM starting in 1997. I'm also a BIM consultant. And I like to bring knowledge into the community. I do this as a chairwoman of the board as VBI Hessen. This is Association of Consulting Engineers. And I like lecturing activities, doing in CAD and BIM. And sometimes I'm writing articles so everybody can see what we are doing and try to do the same in his or their projects.
Okay, thank you very much. And here it is, Ben Litting for today, my colleague Johannes, and also Beatrix was supposed to be there, probably later she can join us. So Johannes, please, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, thank you, Maria. So my name is Johannes Lerch. I'm product manager for OpenBuildings speedikon and systems in Germany. And I work with MicroStation and speedikon for more than 20 years now. And I know and appreciate Brigitta since that time. So.
Okay, good. So Beatrix Brendel, our colleague, she's product sales engineer for MicroStation and OpenBuildings in EMEA, and she's based in Germany. And she's a technical draftswoman and has more than 30 years of experience in mechanical engineer, architecture, structural, and also civil engineer. And I'm Maria Sanchez Tuñón, product sales engineer for MicroStation and OpenBuildings in EMEA. And I have worked for more than 20 years in infrastructure projects, mainly in railway platform ones. Okay, and here we have. So our topic for today is leveraging the power of CAD and BIM. You know that CAD is the acronym for computer-aided design, which is the process of drawing a building design in 2D and also 3D with a specific CAD software. CAD is used for designing ideas, visualizations, construction drawings, and simulation. Designers and architects like you use CAD to present their ideas to their clients, as it helps the clients to better understand what the architect is looking for and what the final object will look like, creating a lifelike impression. CAD is also useful when it comes to integrating changes in the design, adding a time-saving aspect. BIM stands for Building Information Modeling, BIM. BIM is a process involving the generation and management of digital representation of the physical and functional characteristics of a building. A building is designed by placing intelligent objects into a 3D environment. CAD and BIM. There are two stages of the digital building process. They belong together. They are basically two stages in the development of the digital building process. Without CAD, BIM would never have been possible and still is not. On top of the CAD capabilities, BIM offers you additional benefits. CAD uses 3D models to capture, explore, and maintain consistent and coordinated planning, design, construction, and also operational data. BIM, on the other hand, provides greater insight into a project. One of the key capabilities of MicroStation enables everyone involved in a project to use and share the same consistent, up-to-date data, either at the desk in the office, at the client's location, or at the building sites. We will see that afterwards. BIM creates a workflow that is much smarter, faster, and with a lower risk of mistakes occurring. Using a BIM modeler for a building means creating an efficient, cooperative way of working for everyone involved in every stage of the building's life cycle. And here, so we have Airport Nuremberg. Mrs. Fiesel, you can look back on many years of experience in digitalization of planning and building. How did your story with CAD and BIM start?
It was 25 years ago when I started working after finishing my studies, and I changed from drawing with by hand to modeling with speedikon based on MicroStation. And the first project I had was 1997. Measuring and modeling the Terminal 1 at the Frankfurt Airport. And after I worked several times and projects together with the Fraport AG, I was able to get the airport Nuremberg as a customer. And if you can see here, we did a visualization from the whole airport Nuremberg. These are not only pictures, the visualization was made from the entire project building data they have. You see here speedikon data based on MicroStation and with a visualization tool which is able to use the speedikon data and with a special filter from speedikon, the mapping of the materials is done. And so the managing board of the airport Nuremberg is possible to have a look at projects or buildings that are coming, and this visualization is able to help them for decisions. And it is made with a pre-64-bit computer, the whole data in one computer.
Which year? Which year did you do this?
I think it was 2005.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
And it's but for that time it's really good. I would say like that.
And
it
yes,
took maybe
I can confirm
it was only possible of the small data which MicroStation is running.
I can confirm that it looks like reality. I've already taken flights from Airport Nuremberg, and it really looks like that. So it's really great, great piece of work, especially considering the time when it has been done.
That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking.
The models are the same models which are used for the whole life cycle from the airport Nuremberg.
Mhm.
Good.
Good. And there are projects also that have a long life cycle, and it's important to support them with the
Yes,
right technologies.
I asked Christian Hess from the Frankfurt AG if the data I modeled in 1997 from the building number 200 are still living, and he said yes.
Good.
Yeah, imagine this is more than 25 years,
Yes,
25
yes.
years, or that's it. Yeah, and it's still there, and it's still
Yes. And
the
they
data
are
is.
not still there, they are in use.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm. Amazing. Mhm.
Do we have others also? There is it. Fraport.
Yes, this is quite the newest terminal we are dealing with. This is Terminal 3 at Frankfurt Airport. You
This
asked
is
for
yeah.
not for the longer life cycle. We started in 2010 with phase 0, where we had 3 years time to think how the data should be managed for the planning of the Terminal 3. It's about 400,000 square meters big, and we had 26 planning parts and 250 people who are working constantly as a core team at this project or on this project. And so the Fraport AG decided to make their first BIM project, and we had to to decide everything together with the Fraport AG, how the data should be managed. Yes, and as you can see, now there's the main hall is quite finished at the moment, and 2 of the piers. Yes, and we have at the moment we are dealing with the plans and the models to make them in the form and shape Fraport is needing them for the Betriebsphase, for
For the maintenance.
for the maintenance phase.
For
Yes.
all in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Brigitta, this as you mentioned, this Terminal 3 project is really huge. It's really a large project. And how were you able to ensure the high quality of the planning data?
The first thing we have been dealing with was the so-called FireSide. This is the guidelines using MicroStation, speedikon, and TriCAD. And we wrote a so-called FireSide T3 with all the special things we have programmed and decided how the data should be managed in this special project. And then we decided that all planners should be working on project-wise. This is the Bentley collaboration platform. So everybody has his data and his work on this collaboration platform. So we could do a constantly quality check, and we have been able to help the planners to fulfill all the things we wanted them to do in CAD and BIM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
To achieve all the goals. To achieve all the goals.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think I can say that we have achieved the goals and still achieving at the moment. The project is not finished yet, But we have in 2010 to 2013, we have decided that we are thinking the process until the end, when the data will be given to the maintenance server. And so you can see at this, I have on the top the different buildings. So every part, which in the several colors, means that this is one speedikon project, and we have all the speedikon parts descripted, and how the data should be changed from planning phase to maintenance phase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this building, we have the topic BIM and CAD. So as far as I know, it was all done in 3D from the beginning.
Yes.
Building, and so
yes.
that I think that was also a big point to ensure this high quality. And what you mentioned, you use MicroStation and speedikon and MicroStation project-wise. What were the main benefits of these tools in this project?
Project-wise is a really powerful tool for managing planners and data, especially if everybody is working directly on project-wise. They have all the environmental data and
everything at one
everything
place.
is needed that MicroStation is running as it should be. We have the possibility to use MicroStation as a main platform for all planners, and in Germany it is needed that the communication with the building authority is done with plans and not with models. And so it was important to have a software where you can have models and plans at the same time.
Yeah, to make it easy.
Yeah.
And together with you, Johannes, we had some specials that we have programmed, like the breakthroughs that could be given from TreeCAD directly to speedikon, or the integration from speedikon into ProjectWise, which helped the project very much.
Yeah, so all the openings of the HVAC have been automatically created, so that's mentioned. So that's really smart. Great.
And we have also this slide about the retention basin for rainwater.
Yes, because this was the first time we used point clouds.
Okay.
It's all, I think, about
15
years old, 17 years old. Yes, and this is an example how we are working with MicroStation and speedikon for B and W.
Okay. Do you have any question, Johannes, or should I pass to the next slide?
Well, Brigitta, you mentioned you use these point clouds, and so you use them then to model the building in 3D. So you had the point clouds, and then you remodeled it, or?
Yes, we use the point clouds if we have buildings that are difficult to measure, where they're not with rectangles designed, and so the point clouds help us to have as-built, or to get a really good as-built model.
As we saw at the on the last slide, there was really a technical drawing, but it was an old one. It was drawn by hand, and so you had to look into that and put together with the point clouds. You did that together. Can you slide back, Maria?
Yes, this one.
Thanks. And you see this. This is the old. This was an old, really old drawing from whatever year, and you did it with the point cloud. Put this together, I think, or you modeled completely new. Yeah, that's.
No, it was completely new modeled, but
yeah,
on base of the information we got out of the point cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we heard a lot about how Brigitta worked with MicroStation and speedikon with all these large projects. So this is a summary of the highlights you can benefit if you work with these tools. So just to have it summed up. And Brigitta, please add something if you like to this one. I just go through. So that we can handle very large projects as, for example, this Terminal 3 with these tools, and we can work with large coordinates, means project rotation, real coordinates are fully supported. And although we work with these coordinates, it's still very precise.
Yes, and this was the first time we could do this for the Fraport AG when designing the environment for the Terminal 3. And so we had no problems to use the official data from the airport, which is geolocated.
So the building is drawn with real world coordinates in 3D as it is, and we will see this later. We can just add Google Earth and you have it at the right place. You have freedom of design. We saw this and we use powerful 2D and 3D tools to ensure this. And already mentioned this stable data format, so no conversion needed. If you have old data, 10 years old or older, you can use them without conversion and just continue to work. You can also highly customize everything and use superior interfaces for data exchange in these large projects. That's of course needed with all the phases are covered, and visualization is integrated, and data export via Excel or lists is also there. And the topic project-wise, we already covered. So you have a really powerful tool to start. You just work inside this tool. You open the files, MicroStation files, speedikon files directly out of the database, and you always have the latest state and are sure that you have it everywhere where you work. Yeah. So next slide, please. Some of the highlights that are in MicroStation in the latest builds are parametric modeling, very flexible tool. Of course, you can also use it in MicroStation and speedikon and other tools. Next slide. We also have item types to add attributes now to all MicroStation elements. And next slide. Display rules to control the display. In speedikon, we use the view filters, but this is for all the MicroStation elements to have one tool to control the display also. Yeah. Next slide, please. So mentioned already the point clouds and photos that can be integrated to have an excellent result and to use it to have it as easy and quick as possible. Next slide. Yeah, this is an example of geocoordination at Frankfurt Airport, where the building is placed at and designed in speedikon at the exact place. And now Google Earth is referenced, and you see it's there, and you can look at it and have it as a good idea and impression how it will look like or how it does.
How it looks like in the area.
Yeah. So next slide.
It's always good for the client to see how it looks like, because it's really difficult to imagine for how it really in a real area how it looks.
Yes.
So level of detail with BIM. So you see MicroStation and speedikon you use from the beginning to the end of all the phases, as mentioned, throughout the design phase, and other Bentley tools help you to have a good result. Next slide, please. So yeah, speedikon offers, as mentioned by Brigitta, the 3D BIM model at one time with all the attributes. And next slide. And at the same time, you have the 2D plan representation according to the norms to have all these plans. So yeah, thank you.
And
I have a very quick question to Johannes in this case,
Yeah.
because maybe Maria, you can go back to the last slide.
yes.
For sure, this is a very German example, but as far as I know, speedikon can also be used in other, at least in English language and for other countries. Can you give us a quick wrap up for which countries and languages speedikon can be used?
Yeah, speedikon offers a user interface in English language and in German language. You can easily just switch, and you have one installation that offers both. You just select what you like, and we have different data sets. So the one is what we see is the DIN data set, and we also have a neutral metric data set, and we offer some localized data sets for English data set, Netherlands, and so on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good. And here, MicroStation as the data integrator. So in this era of digital design, the recent challenge is how do we manage the enormous amount of data is being generated throughout the life cycle of a project, as we have seen with airport projects, for example. A typical construction project has data coming from different sources, as we have seen. It can include data from a BIM application or a basic 3D CAD tool or a spreadsheet. A powerful data integration tool is needed, and not only to provide a central system for data storage and management, but also to allow you to connect the data to the CAD and BIM tools being used. Therefore, data integration can be the most effective tool that can be used in the construction and designing sector to address these challenges. An effective data integration tool should ideally allow to consolidate every relevant data to the project, including design details, directories, schedules, contracts, report, and model information in one place, making sure it's all up-to-date information. And that's what MicroStation is capable of. MicroStation supports more than 72 different formats and can exchange information with BIM or other CAD products. They can all be together and managed by MicroStation, thanks to its capabilities and collaborative features. It doesn't matter the size of the project, as we have seen. MicroStation is the ideal solution in order to have comprehensive, accurate, and up-to-date design. And here, with this QR, you can have a customized demo related to the capabilities of MicroStation you are interested in. So please don't forget to check it. The next one. Beatrix, do you want me to explain that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to ask you if should I take over because I was late, with problems. So I'll take over.
Okay.
If you want to learn more about MicroStation, stay in touch with the community. Please check our Twitter and YouTube channels. And this is the QR code for MicroStation trial. You will see it later on too.
Okay, good.
Here's the resources for OpenBuildings Designer. We have a YouTube channel, onboarding guide, newsletter, LinkedIn group, or you could reach out to any of us as well. It is interesting for a new user or existing users as well.
Okay.
Here are our other upcoming MicroStation webinars, interoperability with MicroStation or bigger timeless design. We will share the link where you can find this.
I will write later all the links for all that. Yes. Yeah, so
Okay.
recorded.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. And if you have
Maybe
any
one
questions that
one important thing
that
that we
remained
shouldn't forget,
unanswered,
Beatrix.
excuse
One important
me,
thing that we
I
shouldn't
couldn't.
forget. We should mention that in 2 weeks we have the next English-speaking session on as a fireside chat.
Ah,
We will have
okay.
the company EBZ telling us how to use MicroStation for the automotive environment in 2
Ah, okay.
weeks.
I
So,
didn't. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. Go on. Move forward.
Okay. If you have, if any questions remain unanswered, please reach out to Maria or to me. Then no problem. Or to Johannes if you need more information. Then you will find the download QR codes. If you want to try out speedikon, then please get in touch with us. Contact us. We will give you access to that. And don't forget, for students, the software is free. And we also we have a discount campaign for MicroStation that has been extended till end of September. If you are using another commercial CAD software, please contact us and you will receive the code, and we can talk about the special conditions that's needed. Then we have also a summer special for OpenBuildings until August 25th. If you are using another, also a commercial CAD or BIM software, please contact us also for the conditions, and we will support you there.
Okay.
And last but not least, we would like to share with you not only the passion, the great passion what we have with the tools and the software, we also have another passion that unites us, the love of food. As in all our previous fireside chats, we will share recipe with you today to end our session. Since Frau Fiesel lives in a part of Germany, today I have chosen a recipe that is a favorite dish near her. It is quick and easy to prepare and tastes delicious. It's green sauce. It's something around it. Maybe you know it about with Frankfurt green sauce. Thank you very much for your time, and now I wish you a nice day. Thank you so much, and sorry for my being late. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
thanks, Ms. Fiesel. Thanks, dear colleagues.
Thanks, Ms. Fiesel.
I will end the broadcast right now. Everybody that attended or clicked attend and did not have the choice to or the chance to attend live, you will get access to the recording. With the attend click, you have access to the recording afterwards. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you, Nanette.
See you next
Bye. Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.